Hello everybody, welcome to Chow Time. I'm Spike Spencer and I'm sipping some coffee. Coffee, the elixir of life. All right, today we are going to do something really fun. We're doing Parmesan crisps. And it's one ingredient. That's it. I think you can handle it. This one is kid tested, kid approved, kids love this. This is a great thing to do with the whole family. So let's start with Parmesan. Parmesan, that's what I got. A couple of things about Parmesan, let's have a chat. So I keep my Parmesan in a bag like this because I always have these ends left over, right? If there's any schmutz on the ends here like this, any like labeling and stuff like that, you can take that off. But there's always like this little chunk right here that is hard and you don't usually use it. I do. I chop that up and I use that in soups and pretty much soups. That's pretty much it. Or even just a broth. If you're gonna make a chicken broth or something like that, you can actually put that in there and it adds a depth of flavor that I think you'll dig. So, and I'll be doing that later today actually. Depending. If I'm too tired after shooting a bunch of episodes, I may just lie down. But yeah, so we take all the Parmesan and put it in one bag so I know where it all is. Now, do I have any extra here that I need to work with? Got some here. But let's do this. All right. The first thing we're going to need to do is shred our Parmesan. And we have a couple of different things you can do. You want to get these fairly small. So I have this little gadget here. Most people know what this is. I also have another little handheld one that you just mini grating planer. That's going to take a while because you're going to be grating a lot of Parmesan. So you could use this big one here. And I'll show you something else in a second. But we'll use the smaller holes here because what we want to get is a smaller area like this. So we want like that, right? And what we're going to do with that, first, let me show you the other thing that I love. This is one of my favorite toys. You know me, I'm all about gadgets. I love them. This guy right here, the Xylus Parmesan Grater Extraordinaire. I learned about this when I was working at the Olive Garden many years ago as a bartender there. I had to go get those amazing salads and stuff and everyone, would you like some Parmesan? Sure. Whoa. Spin, sugar. Spin, sugar. Bam. Put it in there. So that is a fun little toy. What we're going to do is we're going to take this Parmesan and we are going to make shapes with it. We're going to put it on a, well, I'm putting it on some parchment paper. I recommend you put it on some parchment paper so that you can peel it off afterwards. But we're going to start with a big one like this. I'm going to put that right here. One big one because I'm going to show you something really cool with that big one. You want to thin it out, not too much because it's just going to melt straight down. That's really all that's going to happen. And we're going to make some different shapes with these, which I think you'll find fun. I may have made these this too small, but main thing is we're going to do this to get a good feel for what we're doing. And I'll show you. It can be as big as you want, small as you want. I'm going to make a few different shapes so I can make them smaller. So I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to do it together. All right. I have my oven going. I put it on like 425, something like that. I hope that's right. I could be terribly wrong. All right. I'm going to do it right on paper here. I am going to be shaping this one. So what I'm really doing here is I'm just going to show you guys some different ideas. And these are great to do, like I said, with kids. They will love it. This. I'm looking for a certain shape here. If I can get that. You're really going to shape it after they melt, but you get kind of an idea of the shapes at the beginning. There's that. Let's do this long one. Longer. Not going to be that long. You can be pretty long if you wanted to, but you don't have to do it very long. Okay, that one here. Give it a little bit of shape. Because once it melts, you can cut it however you want. Now, some of you have seen Parmesan crisps in a little bag, and it's just a chips, and that's great. We can do that. I'll make a little chip right now. Just a regular old Parmesan crisp. That's it. Great. That's all you got to do. Okay, dokie. All right. So what I've done is I've got some shapes. I got a big circle. I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. I got kind of a rectangle here. I got just a little circle here, and I got kind of a triangle situation working. And I'll show you what we're gonna do with them. We're gonna pop them in the oven right now. We're just gonna let those cook down. While that's cooking down, I'm gonna make a filling for one to show you kind of what you can do with this. Let's see, get that in here. So when you have these little bad boys, which are fun, you're gonna do something with them. You wanna fill them with something. You can fill them with anything you want. There are so many options, it's crazy, obviously. Probably not soup. But something fresh, like a little tomato relish, which I'm gonna make here. I'm going to cut up an onion. There we go. It's been a while since I made Parmesan crisps, so I really don't know how long they're going to be in there, so I'm just going to keep an eye on them. It doesn't take long. It's just cheese. So, it's going to melt. I always feel a little guilty when I'm taking off that first rind of the first outer edge of onion, because sometimes that's really good. It's a nice, thick, juicy, wonderful one, but the paper's stuck to it, and you just got to get moving. Anybody else feel like that? A little bit of guilt, sadness, remorse, ennui. Okay. We're going light onion, small bits. Let them come out. There we go. A little bit of relish there. Fabulous. Little tomato. Take out the core there. Smushy. Hold please. We got to check on these bad boys. You don't want to overdo them. Woo! Okay. That's good. So these are melted. Fabulous. I'm going to set them out, let them cool down a little bit. Just let them do their thing. I'll make my tomato relish here. There we are. Tomato relish is really a simple thing. I think we add so many ingredients to so many things, thinking, oh, the more ingredients, the better. Not really. If you get a really nice ripe tomato, which these probably are not, to be honest with you, because I got them from the store, not from my vine. It's not tomato season right now, so all my tomatoes are long gone. So you got to buy what you can at the store, and normally at the store, they're crap. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever grown your own tomatoes, worth it. I know people are like going, oh, so you saved a couple of dollars, did you? It's like, dude, I opened up a world of flavor that you will never know, you sad human being. But that's how I feel about it. All right, a little salt. A little pepper, my favorite little pepper toy here that I got. Love that thing. And a little parsley. A little parsley that I got from my garden. Yes, I did. Got a little stir it there. La, 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 la. Okay, now I have a fun little relish to throw in our Parmesan crisps. So if you've ever had Parmesan crisps, the Parmesan, a couple of things on Parmesan. Parmesan Reggiano. Parmesan is from a very specific place in Italy. Parmesan. See, I'm pretty sure. Am I correct on that one? I believe it is. But you will make sure that your Parmesan is from Italy, if you can. Sometimes you can't. And you get it in a chunk like this. You don't ever buy it pre-powdered or pre-shredded. Ever. Don't do that. In those, you'll see there's some stuff that they put in there, and it's like, I don't know, cellulose subacetate or blah, 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 blah. It's sawdust, literally sawdust that they'll put in there as a drying thickening agent. So steer clear of those, and they taste like crap anyway. You get this really good Parmesan, and that's what you're going to work with. You really want good Parmesan. So always grab it in a bulk, in a chunk, and shred it like we did here. Okay. Let's see where we are. Nice. Okay. So this first one we're going to have fun with. Let go. Be free. Okay. So this one is our thin, straight down. Now I could cut this on the sides and make it very specific, very right angled, but we don't have to do that. But if you're playing with the kids, you go ahead and you can roll it into something like this. Just touch the ends of it like that and set it to the side where it stands up. And as it cools down a little bit more, it's going to be this nice little like cannelloni shell. So we're going to take this one, the big one, and we are going to drape it over here. Give it a little shape. I don't want to press it too hard, but I want it to conform a bit here. See, I'm draping it over a little ramekin thingy. Let that sit over here for a second. That is going to cool there. We've got this other one here. Lots of fun that we're going to do here. There we go. Remember, we have a triangle. What do you think I'm going to make out of this bad boy, huh? That's right. We're going for a cone shape. All right. I'm going to lay that down on the side. So it's just at the right temperature where these are doing just perfectly. There we go. And then we got our chippy chip. All right, get this out of the way. Now, what I was saying about the Parmesan crisp that you'll get in the in a bag or in a store, this one, if you just let it cool down, I mean, it's pretty much there, but these are going to be more chewy. So I think what they do is when they take these, as they are here, there we go. I think they deep fry them so that they come out like crispy, crunchy, and all that. But I think in order to do that, they have to add other things to it, other powders, maybe some wheat or cornstarch, something like that. I'm not sure. I wish I knew more about the process, but I don't really care. Do you? We're all about eating and having a good time. Let's see. Okay, this one's pretty good. Will it keep its shape? Ha-ha! Look at that. Keeps its shape. So what I would do here, a lot of fun, is go ahead. You serve these in, you can serve little salads in here, a little bit of a, you could have a little Caesar salad already tossed, chopped a little thin, or the shaved Brussels sprouts. I've got a great recipe for that, or maybe some Asian slaw. Take that back. I don't know if the Asian slaw would go well in here, but the Brussels sprout salad with a nice vinaigrette, light vinaigrette, not too much vinaigrette. We put that here because it is porous at the bottom, as you can see. So anything that's liquidy is going to fall through. So what I would do here, we just throw in some lovely, oh yeah, there you go. Ta-da! I'll put that on over here. That's gonna soak through a little bit too, but then we have our fun little cornet, let's say, like that. And then our little cool cannelloni thingy. We can throw something in there. So these are just fun shapes. Just fun things to do with the kids. There you go. Parmesan crisps. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Here is our Parmesan crisps, our fun activity to do with kids. One ingredient, a little bit of heat, and you are good to go. You're the best dad ever. Or mom, doesn't matter, whatever. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed this. It has been Chow time. I'm Spike Spencer, and let's eat.